How's it going, HotStreak users? I'm Sports by Dustin, and today I'm going to be going over the MLB HotStreak slate for Saturday, August 8th. But before we get into the video, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do that now. Give this video a like. Also, if you don't have the HotStreak Fantasy app, download it from the link in the description below. Then use the code in the bottom of the screen. You'll get $10 bonus plus 100% deposit match up to $1,000. All right, let's hop into the slate here. So we have a lot of games here on Saturday, some games in the afternoon to early afternoon, and then, of course, through the night. But my first two plays are going to be strikeout props. So for my first play, I like Aaron Ashby over 4.5 strikeouts. Aaron Ashby has gone over this number in 7 out of the last 10 games, hitting at 70% in those 10 games. He's going up against the Cincinnati Reds, who are K'ing the sixth most of left-handed pitchers at 24% on the season. But in the last 30 days, they're K'ing at 28%, second worst among the last 30 days. And Ashby's K rate is pretty solid at 1.22 per inning, which is great to see. And we have him at 4.5. If we look here, a lot of these starting pitchers over the last, let's say, 10 games or so have gone over 4.5. Braxton Garrett just had 11 against these Reds. It is a little sketchy that he's only going sometimes 4 and some change innings. If we can get the 5 or 6 innings, that'd be most ideal. So that is the one thing to me that it's a little sketchy. But I do still like him to go over. I mean, even in 4 2/3 innings, he went over against the Red Sox with 6 strikeouts. So he can definitely do it against the Cincinnati Reds that are striking out a bunch. And unfortunately, weirdly enough, he didn't do it the one time he did face them, but that was way back in May. The Reds are striking out even more now. All right, so my next play is going to be another strikeout prop. This guy burned us last time, but we're going back to the well with Shane Mcclanahan to go over 6.5 strikeouts. Typically, you're seeing his line 7.5 or something like that. He's gone over 6.5 strikeouts, 17 out of 20 games. He's hitting at 85% on the season, which is unreal. He's going up against the Tigers, who are about middle of the pack at striking out, but obviously Shane, 1.30 Ks per inning. And he did it once already against Detroit back in May, where he went over 6.5 strikeouts. Where he went over 6.5 strikeouts. In the last 5, he had those 2 games, the one against Cleveland where he didn't end up getting there, and then against Boston as well. But he did have 7 strikeouts against Baltimore, who has not been striking out very often lately, so that's good to see. Of course, he can get 10-plus strikeouts. We've seen it happen multiple times this season. So I like him to go over 6.5 strikeouts here. Of course, he's getting into the 6th, 7th inning. Look at the K rate on some of these guys since 2017, which is basically, this is like almost like a game's worth. 2 plate appearances, 1K, 3-1, 3-1, 5-1, 5-2, 5-2. So I like the fact that he's already been K'ing these guys a decent amount in the couple at bats that he's faced them. All right, so now we're gonna have our hits prop. You guys already know what I'm gonna be doing here with this one. We're not gonna step away from the hot streak, and you see what I did there, right? Anthony Santander, he has been quite literally on the hot streak here. We need him to go over 0.5 hits, so just to get 1 hit in the game. He has 1 hit in 1+ hits in 19 of the last 20 games. He's on a 15-game hit streak. He's a switch hitter, so he's basically matchup proof. We had him yesterday. He got us our hit that we needed. I'm not sure why he's not 1.5 hits yet on hot streak, but we're gonna take advantage of it, guys. Let's go ahead, play Anthony Santander until the wheels fall off. Eventually, he's not gonna get a hit, but not today. Not today when we're on him against JT Brubaker, who is pitching better against left-handed batters than he is right-handed batters, and Anthony Santander is hitting better from the left side of the plate, but it really doesn't matter because, like I said, he can switch to each side. If he was uncomfortable in the first at bat batting lefty against him, he could switch it up if he really wanted to. So I like him to go ahead and get us a hit. He's hit 25 out of the last 30 games, 83%. So just to go over my 3 plays for today: Ashby over 4.5 strikeouts, Shane Mcclanahan over 6.5 strikeouts, Anthony Santander to get a hit in the ball game. So those are my 3 plays. Remember what I always say: if you guys don't like these plays, you don't have to play them. If you like one of them, play that one. If you don't like any of them, don't play them. But that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend and a good Saturday and have fun playing on HotStreak.